everyone, Colin here, resident nerd and Bible scholar at the Bible Uncut and Unfiltered. Recently, I was reading through the Gospel of Matthew, and I came across a passage that I had seen dozens of times before, but something about it really stood out and challenged me this time that I hadn't quite noticed in previous readings. So I just wanted to share this thought with you real quick today. And the verse in question is Matthew 6:20. So this is in Jesus' famous Sermon on the Mount, and he says, "Store up for yourselves treasures in the skies, where neither moth nor vermin destroys, and where thieves don't break in nor steal." Now, the way I always heard that preached growing up is that you shouldn't care about material things or enjoying this life. What you should only focus on is storing up blessings for the next life. That's not really what Jesus was talking about, because the Sermon on the Mount is actually very grounded in this present reality, and it's less about our escaping this life to go to heaven and more about heaven coming down and being with us in this reality. But that's another matter for another day. What I want to focus on today is how Jesus didn't say that when we get to heaven, there won't be any thieves there, or thieves can't get into heaven. Rather, he said to store up treasures for yourselves in the skies where neither moth nor vermin destroys, and where thieves don't break in or steal. Now, you can certainly read that as meaning that there are no thieves in heaven, but if that's what Jesus had intended, there are plenty of other ways that he could have said that. And the more I read the Bible, the more I believe firmly that what is in there purposefully, because these authors were masters of literary creation, and the words that they put into these people's mouths throughout the entire biblical story are very intentional. And Jesus certainly knew his scriptures, and what he said was very intentional. So if Jesus could have just come out and said, "Hey, when we all get to heaven, there won't be any bad people there," but didn't say that, I think we should take note. Because instead of saying that there won't be any thieves in heaven, he chose to say that thieves will be there, but they won't be stealing anymore, where thieves don't break in or steal. See, we like to imagine a heaven without any bad people there, but Jesus imagines a heaven full of reformed people, knowing that at our core, that includes all of us as well. Where we like to imagine a country free of criminals, Jesus pushes us to see the person who might one day spend eternity alongside us and consider how we could work to restore their humanity, not just in the next life, but in this life as well. It's really easy to create binary us versus them boundaries where the bad people are out there and all us good people are over here. But reality is always messier than that. And when we end up on the wrong side of that, we like to still think that we're good people who just ended up in a bad situation. Jesus pushes us to see the complexity and to see the humanity in people, to imagine if we were in somebody else's situation and what might have led us to get there, and what it might take to raise somebody's status up and bring them into a better quality of living, not just in the next life, but also here as well. So the next time you see someone that you want to judge and sound kind of like the Pharisee in Jesus' one story who said, "Thank God I'm not like that person," well, maybe just take a second and consider the humanity of that person and think about how maybe you can help them and give a second chance, because that sounds like the way of Jesus.